Good morning and welcome to Redeemer Lutheran Church. I'm Pastor Gary Lodeholt. This week we're looking at a question that can be phrased, what do people expect of a church? And yesterday we looked at the first thing was that many people in looking what they expect of a church look to be understood. They yearn to be understood. Today we move to our second topic. People come to church yearning to understand. I remember many years ago sitting in a waiting room outside a surgery unit at a hospital. The family was tense, as those times are always tense. The doctor came, and in those pre-HIPAA days, the doctor called the family into the little consultation room over on the side. Well, I knew what that meant. It meant bad news. And I was prepared, but I wasn't ready. I expected that we were going to hear the word cancer when the family emerged. What I didn't expect was for the door to open and the distraught wife storming across the waiting room with tears in her eyes, screaming at me the whole way, "Why, Pastor? Why? Why didn't God hear my prayer?" People come yearning to understand the forces of life, looking for explanations that ease misery, that reassure us and reinstate trust in God. We live in complex times. Not only are we dealing with our own personal issues that we may struggle to understand, but right now we're living in the midst of a pandemic, in the midst of race riots all over our country. We may have many things in our world we don't understand and we're confused about. And we turn to the church, we turn to God to look for new understandings that transform our lives and help us to grow. We do live in a complex world. Life has more alternatives and choices than ever before. And sometimes we struggle to have the necessary understanding to make those choices wisely or in line with God's will. It can be a little bit worse than that too. Society sometimes bombards us through advertising, through friends, through TV. They tell us who we should be. The right place to turn for that kind of understanding, to create and find our identity, is not to advertising, friends, or TV. The place to turn is the church. Yesterday we looked again that people come to church to be understood. Today we remember that we come to understand. Thanks for watching, and remember to let this day belong to God.